story. Now, when did you write it?
Yesterday.
I think I see it. I think I saw your breath.
I feel like in the 2nd grade, when I shoved that giant candy cane down my best friend's throat at Christmas time, and everyone got mad at me because they imagined I was a horrible enough person to do that if I had taken a deeper look at myself, I would have been able to see the giant pool of bubbling rage that lay beneath the surface of my Holly Hobby exterior. And I would have felt a little less victimized by it. My cat died when I was 5.
Shirley
And
McAllister.
so, my childhood was stripped from me. This is the reason today why when I see a cat crossing the road, I fall to the ground and I cover my head and I rock back and forth in a catatonic state. Sometimes I sharpen pencils to calm myself. My parents loved stray cats more than they loved me. And as I strayed from Jesus, they loved me less and went out in search of stray children whom they could teach and who would love Jesus the way I was supposed to. When I was 36, my mother said that her cousin John's children were Christian missionaries. And she said, he must have done something right. I asked her if this meant that he had been better mother. Had she been a better mother, my sister and I too would have chosen to be missionaries. I guess the question ultimately is, who is more of a fuck up, Mom? Me? Or you? Who is more of a fuck up? Me? Or you? My 20-year class reunion is next month. The people in my graduating class are all saying things like, but I don't look or feel my age. But how do you know what your age feels like beyond your own experience of it? I feel and look how I feel and look, and this happens to correspond with the number 37. I have fantasies about what it means to be an old woman in this society. In my fantasy, I will become completely invisible. No one will see me getting into my car, and they will wonder how the car is going without a driver in it. It will be like one of those Disney movies where there's an invisibility potion, and someone drinks it accidentally, or doesn't, or does know they are invisible, and madcap hilarity ensues. I'm a total mess as an adult human because those fucking cats were always more important than I was. You are doing a really great job. Keep up the good work. dare you to run over there and shout, "He's not good enough for you! He'll never be good enough for you!" My mother and her siblings made the adobe bricks that ultimately built the house they lived in.
Ortega?
Hot melted chocolate was not a part of my childhood. We had 2 houses burned down, and we'd have to drive down and take the rubble and clear it away piece by piece. I lost my adolescence on the road to that hell. My mother replaced me with a blind, abused, Vietnamese 17-year-old girl with blue glass eyes that weren't sized right for her eye sockets. My sister hated her and used to scream about her so loud she could hear, and I felt really bad, and I felt like it was my job to like her even though I hated her too because my mom replaced me with her and she loved Jesus a lot. In 1985, I was approached by a retarded boy who asked how much because he wanted to buy me because he thought I was a prostitute. I wasn't sure what he meant. He said, "How much?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "How much?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "How much?" And I said, "What?" And I was bewildered and humiliated. What do you want from me?
Is that how it ends?